What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today we're going to make a tier list of all of the Sword and Shield era special energies thanks to my Discord members who suggested this. We've been talking about what we thought the water energy was going to be. Finally got released. I said when that got released I would make this tier list, and here we are. So shouts out to my Discord members. If you're interested in joining the Discord, we have a lot of fun in there and a lot of good discussions, so link in the description down below. Shouts out to PotownStore.com, best place for you to get PTCGO codes. Use code CELIO for 5% off, and thank you to everyone that's been using that code to support my sponsor. So yeah, today we're making a tier list of special energies of the Sword and Shield era. Originally I was just going to do the color specific energies, but I figured we'd throw Twin, Capture, and Aurora in there as well, since adds a little more variety to our selection here. So the water one, the grass one, and the metal, and the fighting, none of those are out in North American releases yet. Those are either coming out in Japan or have already come out in Japan, but I'll let you know what they do as we go. Let's start out with some of the ones that have already had English releases, so we know what they do. Aurora Energy, I think, can be like kind of the starting one, because I'm going to throw this in S tier. Aurora Energy is like just so good because it can provide any kind of energy. We lost Rainbow with the standard rotation, so Aurora Energy is pretty important if you want to be playing a variety of attackers, especially in something like Mewtwo decks. And it could also be good to discard cards from your hand in specific decks, like in Mewtwo decks, or maybe something like Mad Party in the future where you want to get energies or something into the discard pile, so Aurora Energy allows you to do that. So a card that allows you to have any type of energy attached, and then the discard effect could potentially be positive for specific decks in certain situations. It's just so much potential, and it's already very good, so I definitely want to put that at the top of the list. That probably shouldn't be a surprise that Aurora Energy is at the top, though. Next, we're going to do Grass Energy. I believe it's called Aroma Grass Energy. And Aroma, what it does is when you attach it to a grass Pokemon, remove special conditions, and then that Pokemon can't be affected by special conditions for the rest of the game. Or sorry, for the rest of the game while the energy is attached. Sorry, I was fixing my volume here a little because it looks like the music was a little loud. I got distracted with that. Professional YouTuber. Okay. Yeah, so Grass Energy, when you attach it to a grass Pokemon, remove special conditions, and then it cannot be affected by special conditions while attached. So I don't think this is very good. I probably want to put it in D tier. Yeah, if we're ranking these like relative to each other, I think this gets put in D tier. Like, it's fine. I'm sure grass decks like would consider running a couple of them if there's any special conditions in the format, but it's not like the other types are wishing they got this energy. Like some of the let's look at speed next, and I'll be able to talk on that more. So Speed Lightning Energy, when you attach it to a lightning Pokemon, draw 2 cards. Just such good value. So with something like Guzmahala, you're searching out your energy attachment and getting to draw 2 cards, but just in general, drawing into a Speed Lightning when you needed an energy attachment, and then it also gets you a +2 cards, is just so good. And now this is the kind of special energy where it's like every type wishes they had this energy, and I don't feel that way in the slightest about Aroma Energy. So I hope that helps with like my comparison of why this one would be all the way up here and this one would be all the way down here. Like I said, the respective type will probably always consider running their special energy, but everybody wishes they had speed. Speed is just an insane card. So powerful. Next we'll go Heat Fire Energy. So Heat Fire Energy came out in Darkness Ablaze, and while it's attached to a fire Pokemon, it gives +20 health. I better not be getting that wrong. Is it +20 health or +30? I don't know why, but I downloaded the I went on Bulbapedia and got these, and Bulbapedia had the Japanese cards, plus 20 HP. I was correct, because I am the Pokemon card YouTube person, and I know what all the cards do. Okay, so yeah, Heat Fire Energy, plus 20 HP to your fire Pokemon. I don't know why that, like, I knew it was plus 20 HP, but I had this sneaking suspicion. I was like, oh god, if I say this is plus 20 HP and it's plus 30, I'm going to get all kinds of interesting comments about this. So yeah, Heat Fire Energy. I see, here's the thing. Plus 20 HP isn't that good in today's game. Plus 20 could have been a lot in the past, but plus 20 isn't that much right now. It's less than a Big Charm gives you. Also, fire decks are playing Welder, and you can't attach this with Welder, which is why I've omitted this either partially or completely from my Scentiscorch lists. Because, like, you want to have basic fire energy to attach with Welder, and this is not that. So I'm somewhere between C or B for this one. I think I'll say it's C. Like, it's the same case as grass. Like, a fire deck will consider running this and will probably end up throwing some in, but it clashes with the Welder, and it's not anywhere as powerful as Speed Lightning Energy. Next we have Hiding Dark Energy. Hiding Darkness Energy. And when this is attached to a dark Pokemon, it gives them free retreat. I don't think this is extremely powerful because dark Pokemon already have Dark City, and like all Pokemon have Switch and Air Balloon and whatnot. This isn't even like with Galarian Slowbro V, you just run Dark City because you don't want to have to attach to it. It's just a pivot Pokemon. That being said, free retreat is very good. This has been seeing a fair bit of play in Eternatus decks, and I think I'll give it B, because when Dark City rotates, I can definitely see this being even better than it already is. But yeah, Dark has a lot going for it with Dark City, Air Balloon, Switch. You know, it has everybody has Air Balloon and Switch, but there are so many switching options that I feel like in a different format, this could have been very, very valuable, and you'd always want to run 4 of it because rotating your Pokemon, pivoting your Pokemon around can be really crucial, but we have so many options to do that right now. We also have Birdkeeper and Malolana, so I feel like this is kind of like Heat Fire, where in a different format or a different time it could be valued a lot more, but right now I think it's like kind of right down the middle. Next we have Horror Energy. So Horror Energy I'm going to put in the A tier. Horror Energy, when it's attached to a psychic Pokemon and that Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, put 2 damage counters on the defending Pokemon. This was really good in Dragapult, but now that Dragapult has fallen off, we're only seeing Mewtwo kind of use it. But it's still a really, really strong card. I still don't value it as much as I value Speed Lightning, just because drawing cards can get you, obviously it gets you more cards, and it can get you more options to potentially win the game. But Horror Energy is really good. It puts out supplemental damage, and it stacks if you have 2 Horror Energy. So I really love this card, and I think A tier is a fine place for it in comparison to the rest of the cards. Next we have Powerful Colorless Energy. Now, Powerful Colorless Energy is a weird one because doing 20 more damage is very good, but it's on colorless Pokemon, and colorless Pokemon are not incredibly relevant right now. And 20 damage is definitely better than 20 HP, because 20 damage, it's every time you attack, so I think it's definitely better than the Heat Fire Energy. I kind of want to put this in either B or A. I think I'm putting it in B just because it's held back by the type it was given to. Like, obviously, if this was given to, like, Fire type or Dark type, this would have been insane. Like, probably just throw it in S tier because of where we are in the format right now, and Fire and Dark, like, having plus 20 damage would be incredible. And plus 20 damage is very good, but just because of the type it was given to, I don't think I can put it higher than B tier, but I'd be remiss to put a plus 20 energy in C tier, so I think we'll throw it in here for now. The Fighting Energy, I don't know what this is called. rock energy or something. I don't know, you can tell me in the comments. But this is coming out with the Colossal VMAX whenever we get that. And the fighting Pokemon this is attached to takes 20 less damage from attacks. So right away, this is better than Heat Fire, because Heat Fire just adds 20 HP, but this is reducing 20, so that's reducing 20 every time. So if you get hit twice, it reduces 40. If you get hit 3 times, it reduces 60. Potentially doing more work than Heat Fire energy, in my opinion. So I think I want to put it in B tier. We'll probably just put it at the top or the middle of B tier. I think that's fine. If they reprinted Strong Energy, I would have put this up in A, whereas Powerful is in B just because of the typing. But I also think this is going to be really good on Colossal, so B, possibly A. We'll see what the tier list looks, and I'll fix things in relation to each other. Next we have Capture Energy. Capture Energy S tier card. I loved it since I first saw it, just because it reminds me of Call Energy. And getting to the tempo it gives you is incredible. Getting to attach, return, and searching out your basic Pokemon that you need is really, really good, especially if you're going first and you have Capture Energy in your hand. You both get energy attachment for return and search out a Pokemon, which you might not have been able to do without using supporters to draw through your deck. So I really, really love Capture Energy. You'll notice that the energy in S tier I have that they give you extra value. They give you extra value immediately. So Speed Lightning Energy allows you to draw 2 cards. Capture Energy allows you to search out a Pokemon. Aurora Energy gives you any type of energy, plus you discard a card, which can be beneficial for some decks. It can pretty much be beneficial for any deck, because you have Crobat V, and if you discard a card, you get to draw an extra one with Crobat. So these 3 cards all give you extra instant value, which is why I have them up here. Next we've got Twin Energy. Twin Energy is another weird one because it's so good but held back by the Pokemon it can be used on in the current format. But I think I have to put it in A. Yeah, I have to put it in A. It provides 2 colorless energy, but only to non-V, non-GX Pokemon. So right now it's used basically on Golisopod and Mad Party. But it is a strong card intrinsically, and I think it only gets better as we get more Pokemon. And it's like I couldn't put a double colorless energy, a pseudo double colorless energy below A tier, I don't think. It's just such a good energy that even though the Pokemon it's not usable, even though the pool of Pokemon that can use it is not extremely viable right now, it's still just such a strong card, so I'm putting it up in A. We have Metal Energy. I also don't know what the new Metal Energy is called. Is it Coating Energy? Frying Pan Energy? It's not Frying Pan Energy, but it does do something similar to Frying Pan. If it's attached to a metal Pokemon, that Pokemon has no weakness. And no weakness is pretty good. We do already have weakness Guard Energy, but this gets to count as the type of the Pokemon as well, which can definitely be important because some decks won't play. Excuse me. Some decks won't play weakness Guard because they need their specific type of energy attached. Something like Luke Metal can play weakness Guard because Zamazenta and Luke Metal have colorless costs in their attacks, but something like ADPZ doesn't play it because their Zacian needs exactly Metal Energy. I think I'm going to put this in C, just because the type that uses it, like, yeah, I guess Luke Metal will use it, but ADPZ probably still wouldn't because it doesn't count as Metal on ADP. Or actually, does it? Is that... Let's, one second. I think it does count as the, I think it does count as the specific kind of energy. Oh no, it provides it only when attached to that type of Pokemon, correct? Unless I'm reading these translations wrong, it only works. I'm gonna just search one of the ones we've already gotten. I'm gonna search Horror Energy. Oh no, as long as this is attached to a Pokemon, it provides psychic energy. Okay, so yeah, I think the translation for the new ones on Bulbapedia were wrong. So it provides metal regardless of what it's attached to, but it only provides the extra effect. So yeah, this could be used in ADPZ then. You could still attach this to ADP as a metal energy. Yeah, we'll put this in B. We'll put this in B, bottom of B. And then the last one is Wash Energy, I believe it's called. Of course, some of these names are subject to change when they actually come out in the English release. But this one is when it's attached to water Pokemon, prevent effects done to that Pokemon. So it's kind of similar to Aroma, where Aroma stops special condition. This stops effects, so that Pokemon couldn't be hit by damage counters or an instant knockout attack or something like that. Which is like okay, but water decks want to play basic energy for Frostmoth in the same kind of way that fire decks want to play heat fire because of Welder. And I'm not even sure if water decks are worried about being affected by effects, really. So, like, I feel like this is a D tier card. I feel like it's not very good. I had so many hopes for special water, and it just was not very good. So yeah, I think that's my tier list for special energy in the Sword and Shield era. Let me know what you think, and I will leave a link to this tier list in the description down below if you want to make your own tier list. But yeah, this was just kind of a fun, more casual video, but I also hope you got something out of me explaining why I value certain cards over others. It's no coincidence that the ones that give you extra value are all up in S tier. And even though like there's types like Dark that are very popular, I don't think they got a very strong special energy, but the type definitely carries the energy up to B tier, and if they got a stronger energy, then Eternatus might even be unstoppable. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already for more content like this in the future. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, because that does help me reach new viewers. As always, shout out to PotownStore.com, my lovely sponsor, and I hope you had a good day. I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.